Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Here is Wasim Abbas in front of you. Today we will discuss the numerical problems of chapter number 2. The statement of problem number 2.5 is: a car moves with uniform velocity of 40 meters per second for 5 seconds. It comes to rest in the next 10 seconds with uniform deceleration. Find. The first one is deceleration and the second one is total distance traveled by the car. You can see in this numerical we have to find deceleration, and you know what is deceleration? The negative acceleration is called deceleration. And how we can obtain deceleration? We can obtain it by decreasing the velocity of an object. If an object is moving with decreasing velocity, then its acceleration will be called deceleration or retardation. We have to find this. You know, we have to find deceleration as well as the total covered distance of that object. As we know that the slope of an object is given as the coordinate y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. By putting the values, y2 is 0, y1 is 40, x2 is 15 and x1 is 5. You know 0 minus 40 is minus 40 and 15 minus 5 is 10. By dividing this, 10 fours are 40. The acceleration will be minus 4 per meter square. And as it is negative, so it is called deceleration or retardation. Now we have to find the total covered distance of that object. You can see here we can find total distance of that object by finding the area of trapezium, and we know that the area of trapezium is given as half the parallel side of the length of parallel side of 1 plus उसको ऐड करेंगे हम the length of parallel side 2, and it will be multiply the height of that trapezium. By putting the values, AP is 5 seconds, OC is 15 seconds and OA, the height of that trapezium, is 40. As you know, 5 plus 15 will be equal to 20, 2 ones are 2, 2 tens are 20. 10 multiplied by 40 will be equal to 400 meter. The total covered distance will be 400 meter. Now moves to the numerical number 2.6. The statement of numerical number 2.6 is: a train starts from rest with an acceleration of 0.5 meter per second square. Find its speed in kilometer per hour when it has moved through 100 meter. As in the given statement that the train moves from rest, so the initial velocity of that object will be equal to 0. Acceleration is given as 0.5 meter per second square and the distance is 100 meter. We have to find the final velocity in kilometer per hour. We have to find this by using third equation of motion. 2as is equal to vf square minus vi square. By putting the values of acceleration 0.5, distance is 100 meter, final velocity we have to find it, and the initial velocity is 0 meter per second. When we subtract 0 from vf square, the answer will be vf square. By removing this point, we will place 10 in denominator. 10 tens are 100, 10 fives are 50, 52s are 100. Vf square will be equal to 100 meter. By taking square root on both sides, you know that Vf will be equal to the square root of 100 is 10. So the final velocity will be 10 meter per second. We have to convert it in kilometer per hour. As you know that 1 or is equal to 3600 seconds and 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter. These will be cancelled. The answer will be 36 kilometer per hour. So the final velocity of that car will be equal to 36 kilometer per hour. Now moves to numerical number 2.7. You can see here the statement of numerical number 2.7 is: a train starting from rest accelerates uniformly and attains a velocity 48 km per hour in 2 minutes. It travels at this speed for 5 minutes. Finally, it moves with uniform retardation and it stopped after 3 minutes. Find the total distance traveled by the train. We have to find the total distance that traveled by the train. As train moves with velocity 48 km per hour, we will convert its SI unit meter per second. 40 multiplied by 1000 and divided by 3600. You know 1 hour is equal to 3600 seconds. These zeros will be cancelled. We will divide, firstly we will multiply 480 will divide by 36. The answer will be 13.33 meter per second. This will be your velocity. As there are 3 times are given, t1 is 2 minutes will be equal to 120 seconds. t2 is 5 minutes. We will multiply it with 60. The answer will be 300 seconds. Then we will move next. The time 3 will be is given in the statement is 3 minutes, so we will multiply it by 60. This will be equal to 180 seconds. We have to find here the distance s, and to find the distance of an object, if it is a geometrical figure, then we will put it equivalent to area of trapezium, so that we can find the total distance covered by that object. Area of trapezium, that is equal to half into the sum of parallel side 1 and the sum of parallel side 2 multiplied by its height. By putting the values, as s is equal to half into the height of parallel side 1 is 600 and the height of parallel side 2 is 300 meter and the height is 13.33 meter. We find it in the previous procedure. Next we will calculate it. You can see here 600 plus 300 will be equal to 900, and 2 ones are 2, 2 fours are 8, 2 fives are 10, 0 as in. 450 multiplied by 13.33, when we put it in calculator and multiplied it, then the answer will be 6000 meter. Hence the total covered distance of that object will be 6000 meter. If you have any question, kindly ask to me. Thank you very much.